everyone, it's me, Samantha, for the love of Sims, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I'm actually really super excited because today I am actually bringing you a new mini-series, and I'm so excited. And I was looking at them the other night, and while I was looking at them, I saw this one called the Rom-Com scenario. So it says here, Rom-Com, themes, careers, romance. The difficulty is easy, but I mean, I'm not really great at the game anyways, as many of us know, so I feel like that's probably a good thing. Two engaged Sims have a great friendship, but the romance has died. It's complicated. Doesn't even begin to describe their relationship. Can an aspiring comedian find humor in their personal life, make it big in showbiz, and keep their personal life from falling apart? So it says here that the requirements are just to have two Sims who are young adults or older, and Sims must be engaged to each other. Now, while I was looking at this, my wheels were turning, and I was like, oh my god, what if we were to do scenarios, but in time, like in specific decades? I know, I'm crazy. One more thing, but I was like, this scenario completely reminded me of the TV show on Amazon Prime called The Marvelous Miss Maisel. So if you haven't seen The Marvelous Miss Maisel, first off, I highly recommend it. But to give you a basic overview, Miss Maisel is a young woman who is married, she's got kids, and she met her husband in college or university, and he was really into acting or really into comedy, and so was she. And he actually was really horrible at it, and she was the one who really did the writing for the jokes. Long story short, she goes through some really difficult times within her relationship trying to pursue her career as the first female comedian in Brooklyn, New York. So I thought, oh my gosh, this sounded exactly like the scenario. We can do it as a 1950s theme, and everything about it made me so very excited. Alrighty, so for you guys, it was 2 seconds. For me, I've been at it for a while. But this is Midge, Katz, and she is going to be our main character. So I went ahead and I gave her soulmate because in the challenge, they have to have a successful relationship and a successful career. I gave her cheerful. I gave her high-spirited, which is actually the extreme version of excitable and goofball, and these are custom traits. I can't remember the name of them offhand, but I will link them in the bottom bar. That way, if you want to download custom traits, you can. So she is very funny, very funny. So she's like the extreme version, and I gave her optimistic. These Sims believe that good things will happen in the future. They receive a fine moodlet when experiencing sad or tense events, and an extra energized moodlet from happy events. And I went ahead and I gave her likes and dislikes as her likes as dancing, comedy, and her favorite color is purple. This is her everyday look. I think she turned out really cute. I decided her color was gonna be purple, and she is just what I wanted. Like, I feel like I really captured it. In the 50s, they were always doing face masks and stuff, so I just went and put the sunscreen on so it looks like she had her anti-aging cream on. This is her party look. This is her swim, hot weather, and her cold weather. I think she is so fabulous. Then I went ahead and I made this gentleman here. So this is Sammy Maisel. This is her fiance, and I think he is uber cute. I really like how he turned out. He is so sweet. I went ahead, I gave his aspiration as fabulously wealthy. He wants to be rich and have a successful career. He is cheerful, so he's a happy guy, and I gave him goofball. So he's funny, but he's not nearly as funny as Midge is. And then I went ahead and I gave him jealous, and I gave him likes dancing, mixology, mischief, and comedy, because he is a little bit of a mischievous guy. And I think under her likes, I am also going to go ahead and add writing, because she did a lot of writing for jokes for him and for herself. So I am going to give her writing as a like as well. So there is Midge and Sammy. They are engaged, so they're fiancés. And let's go ahead and move them into their New York home. Okay, so they're gonna move into 2B Jasmine Suites. It is weekly rent is $500. They need $1,000 deposit. Oh look, on the ley line, full of funky, fertile energy, earth energy. Twins are born here more than usual, and good schools. Which would both be very important in the 1950s for a young couple about to get married. In the 50s, it was all about getting married and having babies. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pause this just so I can look at everything. You've started a challenge scenario. Check out the scenario panel to the left for more details. You can find more information about scenarios and lessons under live mode. Oh, perfect. So it says live, laugh, love. Quit your Sim's current job through the phone and join the entertainer career. The initial Sims are lovers. Sims who are high in romance and neutral in friendship. Oh my gosh. Oh, so we can either do live, laugh, love. We can do comedy and tragedy. Initial Sims break up. And rom-com happy ending. So currently we have, let's open the Sim profile. So Sammy should be the other way around realistically because it's the 1950s. But currently Sammy is a babysitter at the Munchkin Merengue. They are engaged, but it is complicated. The burning romantic desire cannot be quelled even if they don't like each other that much. So they're attracted to each other, but they might not like each other. And they're both feeling deeply wounded right now. They have a hurt sentiment. Some wounds take a long, long time to heal. Being around Sammy brings up painful memories for Midge. So this is their apartment. We're definitely gonna have to reno it to look like the 50s. We only have 12,000 simoleons right now, but I'm sure if I sell a bunch of this stuff, it'll look a lot better. So first step is we have to get into the entertainer career. Now in the show, the husband's like in advertising or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get Sammy to quit his job. And I'm gonna have him join like advertising. I think there's an advertising career in the game. So he's gonna quit his job as a babysitter. I know he probably worked really hard to climb the corporate ladder. Let's sweat. Does she like fitness? Sure, she can like fitness. Okay, so he has quit. It's so funny. He's quit his career as a babysitter, and I'm gonna have him find a job. He's so cute. I think I'm gonna put him in the business career for now. Just because, you know, the men would go, they would get jobs and they would work while the women would stay home. It's a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So it kind of fits the position. But for now, Sammy is going to start as a mailroom technician. So for now, Midge is actually going to stay. She is actually going to quit her job because she is, you know, in the 50s, they were not employed. The women usually would stay home and, you know, be a homemaker while the husbands would work. So Midge is going to be unemployed and she is just going to focus on planning her wedding and getting their soon-to-be shared apartment. Like I said, in the 50s, they wouldn't be living together. And in the evenings, they go and hang out at the clubs, and she just really supports Sammy in his career right now. Alrighty, so I just made the apartment basically super basic because I figured they've just moved in, they're newly engaged, so they really have nothing to like really personalize their home with yet. So it's just super plain, colorful bathroom, but has what they need. And then obviously they don't have children yet, and I can't see them having kids until after they're married. So I just went ahead and made a big bedroom. I didn't want to spend too much because I feel like, you know, they're gonna have the wedding, which I'm sure isn't going to be cheap. Fill out reports. There we go. So I'm gonna get Sammy to go ahead and start filling out his reports. So I'm gonna have Midge for now just start working on her cooking, because as the wife, you know, it's gonna be her duty in the 1950s to, you know, start perfecting her ability to basically be a housewife. And in the 50s, it was all about cooking and cleaning. So during the day, Midge is just super focused on getting their home ready, planning their wedding, as well as making sure she always looks good. So she probably would be going to fitness classes, going to the spa, that kind of stuff. And then I could see her in the evenings going with Sammy after writing jokes for him, taking him to the nightclub to, get him seen and have him practice his act. So she really doesn't have a lot of cooking skills. So I'm just gonna get her to work on that. I saw in the scenario, when you pick this one, they automatically give the fiancés charisma level 2, comedy level 3, and cooking level 2. So she got comedy level 3 right away, probably because like I gave her the extreme funny one. So she is feeling hopeful. She is optimistic Sims are feeling hopeful about the future. So she's probably really excited to get married. She is living the all-American girl's dream, finding a man to get married to. And that's really all she cares about, is trying to make her soon-to-be husband happy. So I think that she would spend a couple hours every day working out, getting her hair and nails done all the time, and just really focusing on her looks. So she's always top tier for her fiance, because back then in the 50s, that's really what women were taught, that's all that really mattered. Which is why I kind of like the idea of us doing this scenario, because it really is a breakthrough for women being able to follow their dreams and passions themselves, as opposed to just doing it for their spouse. So I think it's really cool that Midge will be able to, find what she's good at and learn what she's actually passionate about. And get really good at it. So I'm really excited. Well, I'm gonna have Midge go ahead and put this away. She's going to clean up, and then we will have her serve dinner. She doesn't have a lot of experience right now. But I would like her to do a grand meal, because it was very common back then. Women would cook like these huge dinners just for like a Monday night dinner. So Sammy is going to obviously go to the bathroom. Him and Midge don't really get along very well. I'm gonna have him maybe come down here and he can shoot around while she is taking care of dinner, because he wouldn't really be very helpful with that. So he's gonna go out and he'll get ready for dinner. She's already reached cooking level 3, so Midge is doing so good with learning how to cook for her soon-to-be hubby. I want to hear your thoughts. Like, I don't know if they're going to get married because of the scenario type. So let me know, do we want them eventually to have kids and kind of change the rules a little bit of like what the reality of the 50s would be with like no kids out of wedlock? Or do we want them to get married and then have kids? I would love to hear all of your thoughts. And Sammy is out here. He's probably thinking about his performance tonight and feeling a little bit anxious. He's listening to some music right now. And he's probably, because Midge is the more talented writer, I think that Sammy, gets really nervous before a performance, because it doesn't come natural to Sammy. Sammy, has to work a lot harder at practicing his delivery and how things are going to go. So a good little workout before, a performance and before a gig, I think really makes him feel a lot better. Whereas Midge, she can just kind of, meet anybody. Oh no, look at Sammy. He pranked the toilet. Oh, what a little turkey nugget. So for him, he has to work a little bit harder on that. But he's getting hungry, so I'm going to have him come back up here, because I think, by the time he gets here, dinner should be close to ready. I'm going to have Midge go ahead and call him to the grand meal. She's like, your home-cooked dinner. Sammy looks a little sad. Why is Sammy sad? Oh, from being around her. I think that he also is a little jealous of her, and they have been arguing quite a bit since they decided to get married. What does he want to do? He wants to start a rumor. Oh my God, Sammy. So he's giving her a kiss, and they're gonna talk, and he's probably talking to her about, he's probably saying to her, like, oh, I heard that the club isn't going to be very full tonight. What if it doesn't go well? And Midge is going to say to him, like, you know, I think she's going to, let's go friendly, and I want her to try to, like, brighten his day. I think she wants to be like, you're going to do a really great job. You know, I know that you're going to do great. She doesn't understand why he's been a little bit more snippy and argumentative with her lately. So she's just trying her best to, like, cheer him up, encourage him for tonight for the performance. And, you know, she's going to say, I've been working really hard on a lot of new jokes for you. She's got this little journal. And so she's going to tell him, you know, like, I think that this act is going to be really good. So I'm going to have him give himself a pep talk before his performance. And I'm going to have Midge come over, and she's going to change her appearance and apply some makeup. Because you can't go to the club without being all ready to go. She's got her nails. Oh my gosh, how cute. Meanwhile, Sammy is kind of working on his act a little bit and getting prepared for tonight. I'm going to have Midge quickly put the meal away. So go ahead and put that away before you go. And they are both ready for Sammy's big debut in the new club that they live closest to. So she's cleaned up dinner. And they're going to go ahead and they are going to travel. Okay, so this is the flapper bar that I had built for little Nelly. And oh no, he's feeling gloomy because he's around us. He does not really want to be with us. He's like, ugh, why did I ask her to marry me? But she has no clue. She is so clueless to what is going on right now. She is so excited though. So I'm going to have him go ahead and he is going to tell jokes. So he's telling jokes and Midge is going to watch him. She can heckle him. I'll have her watch performance. And she's cheering him on. And as you can tell, there's really not a lot of laughs happening. And so Midge is kind of, you know, viewing the room. It's pretty dead. And she's trying so hard to be there for him. People are actually leaving because he's, like, apparently not that funny. Other people are starting karaoke. And he's looking not very confident right now and trying to cheer him on. And in the process, she's also going to take notes, you know, like if things that went well, things that didn't go well, jokes that are being well received by other people. See, she found one really funny, so she's gonna write it down. And other ones that aren't as interesting, she's gonna just make notes about his delivery, how responsive people were. And it looks like Sammy's actually really sad. He's like, this is not what I wanted. He's not looking very confident. And it's a pretty dead crowd, you know. It's a Sunday night. He's not really well. He's not, you know, super good or super known in the community. So it's not like he's getting a really good booking. You know, he's having to go on later at night, on off days, like 10 o'clock at night. But Midge is doing her best to, you know, take notes and write new jokes for him. And see, she's really enjoying herself. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to send them home. She's going to put her journal in her inventory. And we're going to have Sammy stop because he's really not looking too happy. And he's pretty tired. He does have to work tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and send these two lovebirds home. Midge is feeling like things went so good. She's so happy. She's madly in love. Meanwhile, Sammy is pretty sad. He's really not feeling his relationship. He's feeling a little defeated within his passions and his dreams. And, you know, he's constantly feeling right now like he is living in Midge's shadow. And I feel so bad for him. So we have the two lovebirds back home. I'm going to see what's going on. He's feeling really tired. He's not really interested in Midge. She's angry. Blame the plane. Midge wants to blame someone for the agony they put her through, or maybe blame herself for giving them that power. Ooh, interesting. So I'm gonna have her try to go ahead and give him a kiss and, you know, be a little cutesy and flirtsy with him. They've had a long day. And I think that she would like to just, you know, comfort him and be like, you did such a great job. And he is not interested at all in her. He's like, listen, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. So poor Midge is feeling awkward encounter. Where can I hide? That was really awkward. So we'll go ahead and we're going to let them go to sleep. And we'll just see how it goes in the morning. He's got his first day on the job in 6 hours. So I think we're going to go ahead and leave the first part here. A lot's going to happen in the next episode. This is a pretty easy scenario, like I said. So this might only be a few episodes, maybe 4 or 5 episodes. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you would like to see. This is really fun for me because I actually get to play the game and try the scenarios out. And I thought we could try to do all of them in different time periods. And I think it's going to be so fun. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the kid situation. And which one you guys want to like pursue, this live, laugh, love, comedy and tragedy, or rom-com happy ending. So I'm really curious to hear all of your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I am going to say bye for now.